Once upon a time, there lived a wealthy yet terrifying man named Bluebeard. His name was derived from his unusual blue-colored beard, which gave him a fearsome appearance. Despite his vast fortune and luxurious castle, Bluebeard had a dark reputation. He had been married several times, but all his wives had mysteriously vanished, leaving no trace of their fates. People whispered tales of horror and misfortune, and many wondered what had happened to those unfortunate women. Bluebeard, longing for companionship again, sought a new bride. He courted the daughters of a local noblewoman, hoping to win over one of them despite their initial fear of him. To entice them, he hosted a grand feast at his castle, showcasing his immense wealth and charm. His efforts soon bore fruit as the younger daughter, captivated by the opulence and persuaded by Bluebeard's kind gestures, agreed to marry him. After their wedding, Bluebeard announced that he had to leave the castle for a few weeks on urgent business. Before departing, he entrusted his young wife with the keys to all the rooms in the castle, giving her full permission to explore and enjoy everything. However, there was one small key for a tiny room in the basement that he forbade her to use. Under no circumstances was she to unlock that room, and he warned her sternly of the dire consequences if she disobeyed. At first, the young bride entertained herself by wandering through the grand rooms, marveling at the wealth and beauty surrounding her. But soon, curiosity began to gnaw at her, and she could not resist the temptation to unlock the forbidden room. When she did, she was horrified to discover the ghastly truth. The room was filled with the corpses of Bluebeard's previous wives, their bodies hung up and bloodied. Panicked and desperate, she fled from the room and locked it again, but in her haste, she dropped the key in a pool of blood. Despite her efforts to clean it, the bloodstain would not disappear. When Bluebeard returned unexpectedly and demanded the keys back, he immediately noticed the blood on the tiny key and knew that his wife had disobeyed him. Enraged, Bluebeard sentenced her to death for defying his command, giving her only a brief time to prepare for her fate. Desperate, she pleaded for one last favor, to pray before she died. During this time, she secretly sent for help from her sister and brothers. Just as Bluebeard was about to carry out his gruesome punishment, her brothers arrived, armed and ready to save her. They fought fiercely, and ultimately, Bluebeard was slain. Afterward, the young widow inherited his wealth and used it to reward her brave siblings and provide for herself and others in need. She eventually remarried, finding happiness with a man who treated her kindly and never bore the sinister traits of her former husband. And so, the tale of Bluebeard and his chilling secret came to an end, serving as a timeless warning against the perils of unchecked curiosity and the darkness that can hide behind a mask of wealth and power.